guys, this book is called Over and Under the Pond. It was written by Kate Messner and the art was done by Christopher Silas Neal. I really like the illustrations in this book. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is read the words and then show you the pictures, okay? Okay. Over the pond we slid, splashing through the lily pads, sweeping through the reeds. The water's mirror reflects the sky, sunshine and clouds, then a shallow below. What's down there, I ask. Under the pond, Mom asks. Can you see there's shadows on the water? And the little boy says, what's under there? What do you think Mom's gonna say? Under the pond is a whole hidden world of minnows and crayfish, turtles and bullfrogs. We're paddling over them now. So remember, they were in a boat? Okay, I'm gonna show you the picture now. So Mom and the little boy are in the boat, and all of these fish and aquatic life are under the water. Do you see the turtle's tummy? Some minnows, a frog, maybe a crayfish. Over the pond we skim past tall rushes, whirligig beetles loop and twirl, skaters on a warm summer surface. Under the pond minnows dart through waving forests of grass, while a brook trout lurks ready to lunge. Who do you think he's gonna lunge at? So let's see. We talked about whirligigs in our book yesterday. They are bugs that spin on top of the water, over the water. And now we have a fish ready to lunge. If you look, these are little tiny fish. Do you think the big fish is going to eat the little fish? Maybe. That's my prediction. And look, over the water, we've still got Mom and our little boy. Over the pond, we lift and dip and pull past a row of painted turtles on a waterlogged tree. 1, 2, 3. They slip off and away. Splash, gurgle, splush under the pond. So let's see, we've got some turtles there. But up here, over the pond, we've got Mom paddling. And then here we have the turtles going into the pond. Over the pond, cattails rustle and shush in the wind. Listen closely. Caw, caw. Red-winged blackbirds race by. One has grass for her nest. Under the pond, a caddisfly larva builds a home of her own, a secret shelter of pebbles and sand. So we have the bird saying caw, the bird with twigs for his nest, or her nest. That's over the pond, and under the pond We have a caddisfly making her own nest out of pebbles. Over the pond, the shadows of trees lean out from the shore. We coast under a low-hanging branch. A moose looks up with a mouthful of water lilies. We've interrupted his lunch. Do you see the boat with Mom and the little boy? And it's going under the tree. And then there's the moose munching. There are lots of lily pads on the water too. Under the pond, beavers dive deep. They pump with powerful tails and rise to the surface with delectable roots from the mud. Oh, it looks like it's lunchtime for everyone. Over the pond, the wind gives us a push and stirs the light dappled leaves on shore. There on a branch, a new goldfinch teeters, finally ready to fly. Look at that. The little goldfinch is in the nest and he's getting ready for his first flight in the air. And you can see the leaves. Under the pond, tadpoles are changing, learning to hop. They're losing tails, growing legs, and growing up. Look at that. Over the pond, there at the shore, tall and silent and still, a great blue heron stares down into the deep. It tenses. Takes one long-legged step. What do you think it sees? Let's find out. And strikes. It is lunchtime. It catches a wiggling quicksilver minnow from where it was hiding under the pond. Birds eat fish. Over the pond we drift, heads tipped up to the sun. Sorry, friends. A woodpecker clings to a teetering pine, digging for ants. Woodpecker up in the tree. This is them, and they're looking at this picture from the water. Have you ever heard a woodpecker when it's digging for ants in the tree? It's a pretty cool sound. Under the pond, an otter claws for freshwater mussels. They're in the shells. The otter's looking for the shells. Over the pond, a sleepy dragonfly lands for a rest. His spindly legs tickle my knee. Look at that. The little boy had to be sitting very still for a dragonfly to feel safe enough to land. That's really cool. Under the pond, dragonfly larvae watch what swims by. They catch minnows in monster fast jaws. This is a younger dragonfly. Ooh, good picture. Over the pond, the shadows stretch. Ospreys circle on quiet wings. Those are a kind of bird. Raccoons and mink stalk the shoreline for supper. Under the pond, with a flip of a tail, a crayfish disappears in the darkness. Look at that. It's sunset at the pond. So much going on. So quiet and pretty. Over the pond, we head home. We glide, slip, bump right up onto the shore as a far-off loon calls good night. The sky turns from sunset to dusk to dark. Night settles over the pond. The prowling catfish and drowsy turtles, the scuttling crayfish and tadpoles turned frogs, wading herons and stalking raccoons. So they docked their boat over here and went in. See how the lights are on? And this is what's going on in the pond now. Frogs and tadpoles. Lots of different animals. And the hidden world under the pond. So let's go back. As the sun goes down, this is what's happening above the water. And this is what's happening below the water. It's a really nice bedtime story. It makes me ready to take a nap. All right, friends. I hope you enjoyed this book about things that are over the pond and things that are under the pond. Have a really good weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday, okay? All right.